What's going on, YouTube gang? It's Mellow DFS coming to you live and direct, here to give you my favorite plays for today's 10-game main slate. Today is February 3rd. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Feel free to like the video, please subscribe if you're new or supporting the channel. I have to say this, man. We have to get rid of Kyle Shanahan doing play calling. This is a little vent, so bear with me, y'all. It reminds me back when he played on Falcons and the whole deficit with the Patriots, and then next thing you know, they come back because his game plan changed the game plan. And same with my Niners, man. We was on a roll, even with the running game was on point, and this guy decides to change it up, especially game on the line, and start all of a sudden throwing the ball when the run attack to milk the clock was actually the better play. Hopefully John Lynch would just take the play calling role away from him, because he's still a young and determined coach, don't get me wrong, but the play calling under pressure, it's now showing, and I know they're going to be talking about it today. So just something I want to get off my chest, because trust me, I was livid yesterday. I was hurt, but we're going to be back into the big game next year, hopefully. But let's get right back into it, y'all. Hopefully y'all play my man Kyle Juice, man. He balled out. He was my value pick of the day, and he definitely helped cash. If y'all didn't play him, I'm sorry, but I did have him as my value pick on my video in my comment section, so definitely want to check that out, especially when I have updated plays. You know, I always put on my either my Twitter or in my comments on my video, so definitely check that out, especially when things change throughout the day. Alright, so let's jump right into it. Going to my point guard spot, go for a savings play. I like Malcolm Brogdon. No, he's 6,500 on FanDuel, 63 on DraftKings. Too cheap, knowing they're going to depend on him because, you know, TJ Warren is out. He went down bad last game, so he's in a great spot against Dallas, man. They're one of the worst teams against point guards, and you know, even with Doncic out, man, he's in a smash and play. No one should be able to guard him. I don't see nobody guarding him. So Malcolm Brogdon's in the smash and play is too easy of a great upside in a spot for today. He's only 32.5 projected, but I can see him get that 40 plus in this play for today. So Malcolm Brogdon, my guy at point guard. All right, let's go to our shooting guards. Going to the shooting guard side of things, I'm going to look into Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, knowing that Kyrie Irving's out, Spencer's definitely going to get the big bump in usage without him. He's been crushing it recently as well. You know, it's his team, man. He does real well without Kyrie, but she's showing some upside in this play against Phoenix at 26 overall against against shooting guards, 38, 32, 40. 35 in the last 4 games. So great spot here. It's a great play on FanDuel, but on DraftKings you're looking at 8K, but I can see him give you that 40 45 in a spot for today against Phoenix in a fast-paced game, as it's a 228 point implied point total, and they're both fast-paced teams. As you can see, 102.5 to 102.2 in pace. So great pace in this game. Great game to definitely target in your plays for the slate. All right, let's look into our next spot at small forward. Small forward, we got to look into the status, especially with Boston. You know, the Kemba Walker is questionable. You have Smart that's questionable. You have Enes Kanter that's questionable. So if they're out, you got great spots for Jaylen Brown, man. He crushed it last time without him, man. He balled out. 46 fantasy point game, 36 minutes. Going against ATL with 227.5 implied total. They are the worst team in the NBA against defense, and they're 29th against the position. In a great spot here. Hopefully he can smash this play, as he's 68 on FanDuel. Too cheap to ignore what he is, 76 on DraftKings. Still a great play, knowing the upside here. He give you that 35 even to 45 fantasy points in the spot for today. So definitely got to keep in tabs with the status of the players, because if they're out, man, he's in a great play. Tatum's in a good spot here. Theis is in a good spot as well. So those are great guys to definitely target for your plays for today. All right, let's look into our power forwards. Going to the power forwards now, I like I stated, Jason Tatum, great spot here, 7,900 on FanDuel, but he's cheaper on DraftKings at 7,500. great spot. They're 27th against the position against power forwards. Just a smashing spot here. He had 41 phase points last game in 28 minutes. And you know the damage he could do, y'all. So definitely could take a look at this play with Tatum for today. Another great spot is LaMarcus Aldridge. Too cheap, man, in my opinion, against the Clippers. 6,800 on FanDuel, 69 on DraftKings is too cheap. Definitely too cheap. You know, something you want to consider here. He had great floor. Great ceiling plays. He had a 52, a 54, a 53 in the last 5 games against the Clippers. So somebody could consider here to give you some great upside if he balls out. All right, something you could consider with LaMarcus Aldridge at this price tag. So somebody definitely want to consider for today. Another great play is Jared Allen, 6,200, 67 on DraftKings. Still a great play against Phoenix. They're gonna definitely need a big body, especially against Aiden. So great spot for him with 228 implied total. Like I stated before, they get used to bumping usage without Kyrie. So Dinwiddie and Jared Allen, a great combo to look into. So like both of those guys in this play against Phoenix. So those are plays I'm looking at power forward. Let's look to our last play at center. All right, we got Andre Drummond. You know, it is back-to-back. We're going against Jonas Valanciunas. Something we'll consider here. It's too cheap, man. 9,700. He did have that 51 last game. It was real slow, but he picked it up in the second half, and he's only 9,400 on DraftKings. So something you want to consider at 230 implied total here. He did have that 63 phase point game last game against them. So something to consider here, knowing his upside against Memphis, and a great play, and also a great pace for them. As you can see, it's a positive pace, almost a 4-point positive pace for them in this play against Memphis, as they play fast, and Memphis is going to have a negative pace going against Detroit. So it's a positive for Detroit here. So you got to look into the status with if Rose is going to be out. So you got some great value if Rose decides to sit in this play for today. So something we want to consider. Now, like I stated before, DeAndre Ayton, great play, 8,300 on FanDuel, but too cheap on DraftKings. Looking at 7,700 on DraftKings is too cheap. He had a 44 phase point last game, and he also had a 62 against Brooklyn before. So he has a great ceiling play. Hopefully he could crush it again, as you already know with Brooklyn at 29th against opposing centers. Great slot to look into for DeAndre Ayton. So those are guys I'm looking at so far for today, y'all. If you want access to my player pool to get the rest of my plays, I'm not gonna always give you all my plays. I want to help you as much as I can, but you know, if you want access to my player pool, click the link in my description to sign up for these tools. Draft Dashboard, as you can see, is live data 24/7. You get access to the NBA cheat sheet, give you the best plays of the slate without doing research. You got access to your sleepers and your studs. Click on your watch players, you get access to your player pool. You'll see my plays up top. Click on that button, you get all my plays for even NHL. We got baseball coming soon. You get all that information once you sign up for these tools in the link in my description. That's how you get my player pool, y'all. So I love y'all. Y'all collect that bag for Monday, and y'all be safe. Y'all be productive for today. It's Melo DFS, and y'all stay blessed. And I'll see y'all in the next video.